What's going on, journalist family? Irvin Felix John with the Fitness Journals, where I provide education, entertainment, and authenticity to the calisthenics game. And today, March 9, first off, I'm going to start off by saying I am thankful for another year of life. As I'm shooting this video, it is my birthday. I don't know. I don't really got more to say other than that. You know, I'm just very happy. This is the last year of my 20s. I'll be 30 next year. It's even crazy to think that I'm thinking back to, you know, the first couple years of life that I can remember. Traveling, you know, that's how I spent my first 20 years. Well, I can't even say I'm still doing that now, but I'm saying as far as being born in Boston, moving to upstate New York, Poughkeepsie, moving to Asia where I grew up, and that's where I went to school for the first time, met my first, set of friends. A lot of core learning experiences took place while growing up living in Asia. Then moving to New York, Brooklyn for 10 months. Then, my parents realizing, maybe New York ain't for you. We gonna bring you to Grenada with us. Move to Grenada. Initially, I'm like, if y'all bring me to Grenada, you're gonna have to send me back because I'm gonna give so much trouble that y'all got no other choice than to be like, we need to get this kid out of here. But needless to say, 10 years later, or over 10 years, because when I had initially moved here, it was 2010. So we're in 2023, 13 years down the line, I'm back here, and I've been coming back and forth here, for years, right? So needless to say, the best thing that they could have done is bring me here. If you saw my last video talking about the project that, I'm working on right now and stuff like that, it's played out pretty well. It's playing out pretty well, right? But this video, I want to talk about something, it's all about educating and helping people make decisions that will benefit them, right? In the long run, their health, their fitness, their wellness, things that will benefit them. So yesterday I came across this post, the male BBLs, right? Or I guess anyone can do this, but men, women, whatever, liposuction to get abs, right? And I see a lot of people laughing at it. The guy's name is, let me see, I saved the post, Bandman Kevo, I think that's his name. And he got tummy, not a tummy tuck, like a liposuction building abs, right? So the guy who did it, and I'm gonna screen record, so we got it here. Insta Fam, I think that's the guy's name here. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. So let me press screen record here so it can be seen. And basically, this is what he does. Let me pause the music or stop the music so we don't get copyright. But he builds abs for people. And you kind of think, in what area is this cheating, right? Is this cheating for the people who put the work in the gym? They put in the sweat equity, they diet strictly, they get proper sleep, they do all these little hacks and things that take so much time, and then someone who got a little bit of extra money decides, man, I'm not doing all that. Let me go to my surgeon and ask them to do this procedure. Now, is that cheating? Is that something that should be saluted? Like, hey, look, you got the money, good for you, Now, of course, I like to do my research before I talk about certain things. I obviously am not an expert on this, I'm not a surgeon, but I did do some research, and I'm gonna share my opinions. Now, like I said, and let me go to Bandman, I think is it Bandman? Yes. So let's take a look at his physique, right? Post surgery. Now, while we're looking at that, personally, bro, if you got the money, do whatever you want, whether it's detrimental or not. If it's your money and your life and your choice, you can do whatever you want. Now, this portion right here is very important. Why? Because Well, it's on the screen, but anyway, I'm showing why. Because my guy is still working out. He's still in the gym. He's still putting in work. And this is one of the aspects that I want to address. While I take a sip of my, what tea do we got today? We got lemon ginger. And this is a nice strong, oh, it's too hot right now. My guy is working out. Now, based on like the little research and details that I looked up, bro, this liposuction, these surgeries are not a replacement for a poor lifestyle. They're not a fat loss solution. It's used for body contouring. So it's like art. Like they're sculpting the way the midsection, that if let's say you're dieting strictly, you've been working out, you've been, grinding for years, doing everything you're supposed to do, but unfortunately you were not genetically blessed with the ability to just get shredded, a shredded midsection. Now, if you're doing all those things, following a healthy lifestyle, putting in that work consistently, and you're like, look, my dying dream is to get, sorry about that, my dying dream is to get abs. Now, if you got money to do it, and based on the research I did, there's no adverse side effects. Like I'm just saying in general, yes, obviously, like if the surgery doesn't go properly, that thing happens, or maybe the incision is too big or something, and then you end up getting an infection. Those things are just not likely. It's not likely to happen. Or if the surgeon is not experienced and they end up, going into the wrong region and making it look botched, then there's a problem. But look, if you've been eating, working, living that healthy lifestyle, and you trying to rep for the city boys, and you like, look, I need to be in these streets, showing my body, my money, all that, bro, power to you, right? Now, what I would say is, if you're not leading a healthy lifestyle, and you decide that, look, I'm gonna cut the corners in every which way possible, and I'm gonna get this surgery, I'm gonna continue to eat how I'm eating, poor eating habits, I don't exercise. I don't remember the last time I ever stepped foot in the gym. Like the first video, that guy, I think he had a significant amount of body fat. And I think that, like, obviously he would look better if he was training. If you're training and you're sculpting your body, and you know how to, work your body, work your muscles, all that, bro, once you do that, it just like, it takes you to another level. I believe also Oscar De La Hoya, he admitted to, getting that. He's one of the top, athletes at his prime, no one was seeing him, for real. He was one of the top boxers. Let's just say that. And he's still in really good shape considering his age. So at the end of the day, bro, if you got the money, if you do your due diligence, there's no adverse side effects that you can find, bro, do you. Hopefully, I would just say hopefully that you are already leading a healthy lifestyle. That's the most important aspect, because, the aesthetics, once again, are cool, no doubt about it. Like, people take me serious just because they see how I look. That's a fact. And anyone who's in decent shape, they can relate to that, right? No one can say otherwise. And if people don't show that love, they're either hating because they're like, man, I wish I could look like that. It's a fact. It's a fact. And if you're like, I would never want to look like that, I would never want to be, have abs or have a defined body, you're lying, right? To some degree, you want to look like you take yourself serious, and one of the best ways to do that is taking care of your body, taking care of the way you look and feel and all those stuff. If you take yourself serious, people are like, man, the discipline that it takes to get there, that's someone I want to be associated with. And like I said, that I see it every day. So in case I forget, if I go outside and interact with someone, I'm reminded. So no one can tell me otherwise. So there definitely is a degree of authority that comes with just looking a certain way. Even if you don't pull up in a Lambo, you don't have a private jet, all those stuff, sure, man, add that onto the list of stuff of building actual authority. when I say actual authority in the perception of people in society. But ultimately, you shouldn't be doing it for other people. You're doing it for you. That's like the minor part of what I just said. That's minor compared to you doing it for the specific reason of taking care of yourself. Whether it's, not whether, it should be all these things: mentally, physically, financially, every aspect. Because if one is pulling you down, it pulls on everything. If you got good income, but then you're not taking care of your health, guess what? The aspect of you not taking care of your health is pulling you down. So as far as getting liposuction and doing all that, look, like I said, if you've been taking care of your health, working out, doing all those stuff, the things that benefit you, and you're like, look, my last dying dream is to see abs before I die, even if I don't do it through the typical means, the normal avenue of eating a certain way, eating a caloric deficit. Is like, man, I've been doing that, I just can't see it. And someone's like, hey man, look, I see this guy, he got this, blah blah blah, it looks pretty natural. It's something that you can consider. I would say, as long as, number one, the top of the list, don't forfeit your health and your well-being at the risk, for the state of just looking a certain way. That's not what we want it to be. So with that being the case, like I said, I'm gonna start doing just things that I come across and see and discuss it, see your thoughts. I wanna know, give me your thoughts. What do you think about that? Is there a justifiable reason for someone to get liposuction strictly for aesthetic reasons? No health benefits or anything like that, just like I wanna look a certain way. We got these guys who are shooting up what's it called? They put in oil and stuff in their arms, and it just looks like a tumor, like a cancer. Now that's a mental illness. It gotta be nothing short of that. That's a totally different story. But like I said, if it's for, look, I wanna boost my confidence a little bit more, I wanna feel better about myself, and I know, having a lean midsection would help, and doing things like that. Like, man, do what makes you happy, as long as you're not forfeiting, something even more valuable, right? So with that being said, I want to know your thoughts. Tea time. Tea time is over. I like this cup, man. Let me see this tea. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's it for now. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I want to know, what do you think about that? Is it justifiable? If you think so, explain why. If not, explain why. If this video, if you liked it, if it added any value in any way, don't hesitate to hit the like button, and definitely do not hesitate to subscribe. If there's any topics or anything that you see and it piques your interest, and want more details about it, either hit me on Instagram, probably that's the best way, or Twitter. I've been very active on Twitter. My Twitter is TFJ_Vinny. So if you ain't following me over there yet, go ahead and follow me there. Let me just make sure that's my name. Yes, I'll put it over the screen so you can see. But that's it for now. Health is wealth. Feeling better than ever on this birthday. I'm feeling younger and younger and younger. And that's the best thing about taking care of your health and wellness. You know how we get down. Health is wealth. Get money. And remember, it's always a warm-up.